too bright. It would just be very bright. So I'm able to actually dial it down, and now I can adjust the ambient light up or down by adjusting my shutter speed. Keeping in mind that because this is an 85mm lens, I don't want to go lower than 85th of a second. Okay, there is no 85th of a second that I know of, but I don't want to go to 60th of a second. I could, because the flash will freeze her, but I may get some ghosting around her head as I'm trying to hold still and I slightly move, because everybody does that. I'm not a human tripod, I'm a human being, so that could happen. So I'm going to go ahead and take a couple more.
So, are you overpowering the shadows too?
Yes.
Like all those funky shadows?
Yes, they're gone.
Okay, that's what I'm concerned about. Cool.
Just making sure everything looks right. All right, we've got perfect exposure, so now I can just shoot away. There you go. That's good.
Nice. Here.
I know, I can't help it.
It's okay, just like that on the side. Keep it on the side. There you go. Get that one piece. There you go. You can even kind of like hold it with your
All right,
arm
I'm
out
gonna switch
too.
lenses because I want to use some. Okay, so the 85mm has a 77mm thread on the front of the lens. So I'm able to adjust and add this neutral density filter directly to the lens without any problems. The other lenses that I have available have mostly 72mm threads on them, so I'm not able to use those. So I have to use what is called a step down ring to actually allow that to fit on this lens. So you screw the filter into the front of this, which is 77 on the outside, but the back threads are 72mm.
I just opened that back thread. Oh, it doesn't fit up. But that's...
Let me swap this out real quick. This works with Canon, Nikon, Pentax, Sony. It doesn't matter what brand of camera you use. You can still apply these same techniques and get the shots that you want. Okay? And you look out here, and it's not bad light, but it's harsh light, you know? And if I don't want harsh light on my subject, I have no other choice but to employ high-powered studio lens. So let me grab... Okay, I'm going to use the 105.
Are you still cold?
Sounds good right
My
now.
best
The sun
friend.
is blocking the wind.
Yeah. Catch.
Yeah, it's giving me trouble.
Yeah.
And I don't want to cross-thread it.
Then you're
I can't get it in there good, so I'm going to just wing it.
Can you buy the ring separately, or do you have to buy it with this filter?
No, you buy the rings, the step up and down rings separately, and I recommend buying one that is made out of brass. Don't get the cheap ones because they don't last very long. Gracias. All right.
Girlfriend, I got it.
Okay.
You're
so-
I know. You sing
and
my
then whenever
little-
you're done, you
sing
just throw it
my-
back. Okay, so this type of filter is made by Stingray. Okay, they make variable neutral density filters that are pretty pricey, but they're very high quality. So you don't get any weird stuff in the image like aberrations or low quality images from the Stingray company. Yes, you can buy lower level neutral density filters that are variable for maybe $60 to $80 instead of $400 to $500 for this filter. This is a very expensive filter, but you sort of get what you pay for, but at the same time, is it really worth it? I can't be the judge. You have to be the judge of that. Now, the lens I was just using before was the 85-1.4 shooting at 1.4. Now I'm using this lens shot at f2. So if I need to get another stop of light back out of the light, I might need to bring it in a little bit closer. I'm going to take a test shot and see where we're at. So this is just a test. Flash is not firing. Let me turn everything off. Back on. Still not firing. Okay. Why is it not firing?
It fired that
Did it?
time.
Okay, good. Alright, so I'm going to dial back some of the neutral density. It's a little too dark. See where we're sitting. Okay, so I'm bumping my shutter speed back up to 2/50th of a second. I'm at f2, and neutral density is at about the midway point on this filter. I may have to dial that down slightly because I'm a little overexposed. Okay, so I'm going to drop another stop of light out with the neutral density filter. Take another shot. And now we're in the ballpark. Okay, I'm still getting a little bit of shadows from the sun, so that's telling me I need to bring the light closer. So let's bring it to about right here, Jake.
You want me to stand back up?
No, that's fine. We'll work this for a minute, and then we'll get the shots with the bridge in the background. Okay, so let me take a test shot here. How we doing? Very dramatic light. Okay, so this light is really the only thing that's influencing her now because we moved it forward, we made it more powerful. We still have plenty of space to move it forward and get even more power out of it if we wanted to. But at ISO 200, at 2/50th of a second, even shooting at f2 with the neutral density at max neutral density right now, which is 8 stops, I'm able to make it look like it's nighttime. I can slowly slow my shutter speed down and bring more of the ambient light in, but the thing you have to be careful of is when things are casting shadows on her, now you're letting some of those shadows show through sometimes. So just be aware of that. So looking behind her again, trying to make sure stuff isn't growing out of her head. All right, very moody. Okay, so I just increased my ISO to 400. My background is completely black, even at ISO 400. I wanted to bring the power of the light up without actually bringing the light in any closer. So I'm going to try to slow my shutter speed down now. From 2/50th, I'm going to go back down to 1/125th. I'm letting one stop of more light come in from the ambient light. Try this shot. All right, that looks very moody. Now I'm going to work around as she stands in this position, try to get some of the blurred out bridge in the background. It's not going to look like a bridge, but you'll see the difference in the shots here. Okay, so I'm going to stand back. I have a telephoto lens on here, so I have to get further back to capture her entire body. All right, that is very, very cool. All right, go ahead and take your sunglasses off. Now, one of the problems you're going to run into when you're doing this is the sun is now in her face. That's not the ideal way to shoot, but we're shooting this way because of the surroundings.
Whoa.
There you go. I didn't even break it.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen.
Whack! Whack! Trying to find where this shadow is coming from on your face. One of these branches.
Want me to hold
It's
it?
the other one. Where?
Which one is it?
It's the whole
No, it's
thing.
the one across her.
The one across
tear
her
that
forehead.
tree out of the
Up
ground?
that branch up there. She's
It's
standing.
right there.
Oh,
No, that's not it. better. Gardening for photographers.
Botany.
All right. So I didn't like this shadow on her face. It was really interfering with the shot. All right. Now we have that one next to you. Break that branch off all the way, or just push it out of the shot. It's kind of bothering me.
Got it.
Good. Okay. So let's take this shot again. Then we'll work the bridge. All right, awesome. We got it. So let's go ahead and move to shooting this bridge. Let's lower this light down. Be careful when you do so, because it will drop. We're gonna undo this one. No, actually, yeah, we can do this one. It's not an air fishing stain. No problem.
Yeah, with the on her shirt. We're looking for the.
All right.
Every now and then you turn.
We'll physically pick it
One
up.
of these things will.
We'll move it to right here. We'll put the light right here. Not that far. Okay. And then aiming towards her. Thank you. Yep.
I'm going to store that bit. This way, Chris?
Yep. All right. All right. So I'm going to switch to a 50 millimeter lens so that I can get more of the bridge in the shot. Okay, I could go even wider than that, which I may do here in a second. You know what, actually, I am going to go wider. I'm going to go 20 millimeters, which sounds crazy because 20 millimeters, like I said earlier, is often going to stretch out the model's face. But when you see how I shoot, you're going to understand why I'm doing this.
What do they consider the 24/7?
That is a mid-range
It's a
zoom.
mid-range.
Yeah, mid-range zoom. It's wide to little past telephoto, or so. And that's a good overall lens, but the thing with the 24 to 70, and this is just my opinion, it is kind of a boring looking lens because you don't really have super wide angle and you don't have really the normal 51.4 look because it's usually a 2.8 lens. So there's pros and cons to that lens all day long. I can't be the one to decide what's good for you, but just be aware that that's something you're going to have to think about. All right.
We want the sunglasses again or
So I don't have a step down ring for the 52 millimeter threads on the 20 millimeter. So what I'm going to have to do is hand hold the neutral density in front of the lens. Not a big deal. Okay, so I'm going to have the model, Katrina, stand around here, and then of course, actually, you know what? Bring her in right here. All right.
Let's hit the bow now.
Yeah, get going.
The poor person that lost it.
Actually, good prop. Okay, so I'm going to have you stand right here. And now I'm going to have to find my framing first. Okay, so first I'm going to find framing before you, if you want to stay warm, keep that on. This is all just getting exposure. I want to keep my model as comfortable as possible. I don't want to have her out here freezing her butt off while I'm trying to find the right angle to shoot her at. So, Taryn, would you tell us? Okay, so put my light meter in my pocket. And when I shoot with wide angle of people, like portraits, I want to get a weird, nice, different type of angle. So I'm going to actually get down kind of low, like laying on this dirty beach here. But I don't mind. It's all for the shot. Okay. Gonna see that filter? modern digital cameras, you have to have the aperture locked. I was using it with a different camera the other day, and it will tell you FEE. I'm like, why is it not shooting? All right, so this is just a test. All right, it is really dark, so I'm gonna have to. Oh yeah, because now I'm at 2.8. So I'm gonna have to dial out at least 2 stops of light off of each density. Since it has markings on here, I can count where my stops are. This particular filter does quarter stop increments, which is a little strange. At least that's what it looks like on there. But it'll work. All right.
What if you don't have an adjustable one? What do you have to alter?
If you don't have an adjustable one, you are going to have to move in and out of the subject. Or turn the power of the light up a bit.
Right, okay.
Alright, so I think I've got my exposure dialed in. Let's go ahead and get ready with the close and whatnot. Let's go ahead and do different poses that we would normally do.
Where'd that wind come from?
My face probably looks weird.
Okay.
That's probably cool.
Since this has a polarizing filter built into it, it really makes the sky really blue, which is going to look awesome in the photos. I'm not really liking the low angle, so I'm going to shoot a little bit kind of wide scene and just capture her in the environment here. Focusing and then recomposing. Alright, so go ahead and like put your one of your hands on your hips or in your hair. Just doing something kind of natural looking. Because I don't have the step up or step down ring, it is getting a little bit of a vignette, which actually doesn't look too bad. But I'm going to continue to work around getting in a different angle because I've got her a little too close to the pillars over here. Very cool. What I want to do now is get the bridge away from her head a little bit. Okay, that's a nice pose. Alright, so here's what we're getting. Really cool.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Amazing.
I like the atmospheric perspective. It goes from light to like dark. Yeah, it looks really good.
Thank you. Looks like we're in a,
blue sky.
It is
it
amazing.
looks like we're in a studio on location.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Wow.
So I'm going to change once again from the 20 millimeter to a 50. Oh yeah, she needs her jacket.
Yeah, it's a great contrast.
We work one more lens. We'll call this shoot a wrap.
Yeah, mine looks like this. It looks like the
Yeah.
Delaware.
So I've already nailed down my exposure. I don't need to redo that. All I need to do now is just change my lens.
Here it is. I pull them out, looking.
in the lens hood. I don't know if it's gonna work.
Yeah, but it might fall.
I will hold it.
Okay.
I don't know if it's gonna work. I've never tried this, but I'll give it a shot. Alright, let's try it again. Yeah. And actually, if you want to take the
Pink.
yeah,
Oh, here you go.
just to get it. I like the contrast with the pink with blue, but
Yeah,
let's try it without it.
Pretend
You should tape it next time.
Think warm thoughts.
My God, it's hot out there.
Good?
A warm breeze.
Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So kind of turn your body slightly sideways, and then just give me some kind of something with your feet, maybe 1 foot back. There you go. Check it. Do that thing with your hair again. All right, we'll continue to work this. This is looking good. Gotta keep the light from entering the lens hood.
It's like there's way too much going on in there. In my husband's man cave area.
I need your hands up kind of near your head.
I know it's like that.
Yeah.
So, do you want me to? Here? Yeah, no, it's cool. I like it.
Now I'm going to turn with the back of the bridge on her face, kind of side lighting her, so you're going to be looking towards me. Alright. Got the reflector still?
Yeah.
Grab that real quick. Whew. Now it's getting cold out here.
No, it's not. It's warm. It's almost hot. Humidity's
It's actually,
high.
I think it's warmer than outside.
Somebody on the hold the reflector, just bounce some light back into her face.
You have it or
Okay.
you want me to do it?
Like,
Oh, we're going to be on this side.
okay.
Watch your
Yeah.
step. There you go. About to be in the
All right, so
Delaware.
get it like kind of on the side of her. Kind of like this. Right here. I'm looking at the light behind her and making sure it bounces off of that. All right, and then just come forward a little bit. There you go. That is awesome. Okay, that's perfect. Let's get one more. Just like that. You try to get full length. Yeah, that sky is really awesome right now. So I'm gonna get a couple of them close. I'm gonna bring the reflector right in next to her. And what I need to make sure is that this can see that and it bounces the light back into her. There you go. All right, now she's squinting a little bit. So what I'm gonna have her do is I'm gonna tell her to close your eyes, and then I'm gonna count to 3, like 3, 2, 1. She's gonna open her eyes, just naturally opening them so that she's not immediately squinting, because that's what I'm seeing in the shots due to the fact that the sun is in the wrong direction. What we could do is spin her around and shoot into the sun, which we'll probably try real quick after this. So, all right, ready? And 3, 2, 1. I don't think it did either. There it goes. All right, Alright, so let's move you over to this side so you're not squinting. Like right up along the edge of the water. Roughly the same distance as before.
And you still want this?
We'll see, might or might not. Alright, so yeah, go ahead and just play with your hair, do whatever you want to do, and I'm going to use this reflector so it sounds to be like that. Here you go.
Bummer.
I kind of like the hair in the front of it because it's windy. I like these shots. I missed, because it's hard to see through the neutral density, I missed one of her fingers getting cut off at the bottom of the frame. So I want to try to recreate this look right here. But obviously I want fingers in the frame. So you're kind of playing with your hair and this hand's down. Focusing because of the light is so dark. Alright, and then just try to get some kind of weird, so you're standing like this, maybe take your body and just bend it at some point. Figure out that point that feels natural, put maybe one hand up. You're gonna have like a nice S-curve to your body.
It's totally natural, let me tell you.
Whatever feels
Right
the
into
most.
the drink.
There
That's
we go.
nice, beautiful. I love the curve. He's like, oh, yeah. Your daughter's probably 18, right? Is she? Almost my age.
Right, yeah, let's keep working that kind of look.
Yeah, she'll be 20 next weekend.
Barely legal.
Yeah.
Stay away, boys.
Alright, I think we've nailed him. So.
Nice.
God, look at some black.
End up in the Delaware.
Beautiful. That
So,
water looks great. Right?
Yeah, the Mola Beauty Dish and the amount of power that this thing can put out because of the Alien B1600, plus using the neutral density to kill this ambient light and control it. If we just shot without the
Now
strobe.
this is the 1600.
Okay, so I will take here.
Am I correct?
All right, go ahead and stand back here again. I'm gonna do a. I'm sorry. Yes, it is the 1600. I just want to do a like before without strobes, and then with strobes, and show you the difference. Okay. So at 2.8, we're getting roughly 8,000th of a second. I can't shoot it 2.8, so I'm gonna have to go down to like f5 at ISO 200. So shooting with no strobes, this is what we get. Okay. We set it to spot meter, which is already on. There's really nothing wrong with shooting like this. It's just you let yourself be the judge.
A lot of white light.
That versus
That.
that. Which one do you like better? So that's why I use studio strobes on location to create these magazine-style looking images where this could, you know, if we got her in a bikini in this Delaware River water, we could do a sports photo shoot for a bikini ad if we wanted to. Same kind of thing. I know you don't want to get in this freezing cold water.
Not right now.
not right now.
Or
It's
get
too
in
hot.
this water, period.
Yeah, I don't know if this water's clean or not, but
Yeah.
anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap up for today, and I know you guys gotta head out, so we'll do some more shooting another day.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right, that's a wrap.
Woo!